Anand, it's a pleasure to have you here.
My pleasure to be here.
When we think of you, when we look at you, nothing but edX. So let's start with edX and where you're helping us take on the to understand how this is applicable not just here but in India as well.
So edX is a learning destination. We are a non-profit operation. We have learners from all over the world taking our courses. We have about 1.6 million students today towards the end of 2013 from every country in the world. We have a large number of courses, over 100, in every discipline from business to law to humanities to engineering and computer science, from some of the best universities in the world like IIT Bombay, MIT, Berkeley, Harvard, and so on. These courses are offered by some of the best professors, and these are MOOCs, and learners can take these courses for free from anywhere in the world. All you need is an internet connection and a desire to learn.
So there were a couple of people who shared similar thoughts as yours. MOOCs, online education, all the big universities putting their courses online. So there are two statements, and I wanted to get your opinion on both of them. One is, we're all putting our efforts and resources to create MOOCs and online. So it's still a long way to see ROI, both in terms of the cash flow and in terms of social impact. The other is it cannot replicate the real feel of the classroom. So.
Right. Absolutely. I think so we are a non-profit, and so in that sense, I think our goals are a little different. A large part of our mission is to increase access to education for students all over the world, and we feel that we're doing a really good job with that with 1.6 million students all over the world. About 28% of the students are from the US. India is number 2 with about 13% of the students. This means that about 2 lakh students, 200,000 students from India alone on our platform. We have a number of ways in which we try to be self-sustaining. So even as a non-profit, we have to get revenue to sustain ourselves. And we're looking at several approaches. One is to course licensing, where just like a textbook, you can license courses to other installations of the platform or other universities that will pay a small fee to license courses. A second approach is that as more of a business to consumer approach, where you charge students for a identity verified certificate. So they would get they can take the course for free. They can even get a free honor code certificate for no cost. However, if you want some service, a verified certificate, for example, you have to pay a small fee. And this is an example of a freemium model.
So when you look at the education model now, which is spreading all across the geographies, so anybody with any intent and the desire to learn has access to pretty much anything they want to learn.
Right.
So in a sense, we are trying to create the workforce for the next wave. So when you go out and look at the impact this is going to have, do you see that it's for the future corporations, it's easier to plug in the talent from anywhere in the world?
Absolutely.
Level the playing field.
Oh, absolutely. I think that diminishing the skills gap and enabling people to get jobs is a big part of the whole movement. So you have a story of one of our learners from New York who took the software as a service course from Berkeley, from Armando Fox and David Patterson. He got a certificate in the course, and he put his certificate into his LinkedIn profile. He got an interview the next day from a company in the New York area, and he got a job there, and he's now working there. They needed somebody with expertise in Ruby on Rails and software as a service. So you see many, many stories of learners like this that are able to get better jobs or promotions. We've also partnered with Aspiring Minds in India, which is an organization that gives the AMCAT exam, where they're able to identify skills gaps, they point to edX courses, and then they work with employers to connect the students back with the employers. edX is also working with a number of corporations. For example, Teneris has created Teneris University. It's a worldwide conglomeration using the edX platform. So we work with a number of corporations. We work with Google. Google is an edX partner, and a number of these other partners work with edX in terms of training employees, helping us develop the platform, and so on.
Finally, the real impact that we are going to have specifically focused on India.
So I think we can have a huge impact in India. I remember growing up in India myself, where in a small town, Mangalore, in the south of India, we simply did not have access to very advanced types of, for example, calculus-based physics in our school and so on. So when you go to IITs or any other institutions where you now have to face calculus-based physics, for example, you are at a disadvantage. So if we can find a way to help not only high school students prepare better for college, and even in colleges, a lot of students don't get a high quality education if we can use MOOCs to augment their learning. And then finally, people in companies. If you look at companies like Infosys and Wipro, they spend 3 to 6 months training engineers that come out. And so one can imagine doing all of this through MOOC technologies as well. So I think India is very fertile ground for MOOCs, both as high access courses around the country, but also in a blended model where the same content can be used on campus, where professors can use this content much like a textbook. So you can use a textbook. Here you can add the textbook with videos and other content from an online course from edX or one of the other MOOCs, and use that for your students in your class. So here's a chance for a student, for example, in Jabalpur, India, to take great content from a great university like MIT or IIT Bombay and so on, from the comfort of their own home or from their engineering college, and work with their local teachers and professors in terms of answering questions or working collaboratively and doing research. And so really combine the best of both online and in-person education within universities.
Right. And thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I appreciate all the hard work. Thank you again.
Thank you.